a question that I've seen posed, online and social media is basically whether Chinese students have any legal recourse when it comes to losing their visas. The short answer is that it depends. If you are in the United States, you are protected by the Constitution, which means that you are entitled to what is known as due process, which means that there would need to be a hearing and some evidentiary standard that the government would have to meet in order to deprive you of a visa. So they can't just claim that there's a social security justification, a national security justification. They would have to actually demonstrate some evidence of that. So it's most likely the case that if you're in the United States and your visa got challenged by the government, that a court would reinstate it unless there was some legitimate argument that they were making about national security. That might also apply if you're a student who is studying a very sensitive subject that has very important national security implications, things like, nuclear engineering. But beyond that, it's kind of hard to see a world in which that wouldn't be the case. If you're outside the United States, it's a little bit harder to know whether or not you would have standing to challenge a visa revocation in court. You probably would, but it might be harder. And so one of the things that I've heard a lot of families saying is that they're not planning on leaving the country over the summer, at least until this all settles down.